Hello and welcome to Affinity. We're going to have a go now at taking a modern picture and turning it into the Technicolor, the original Technicolor of 1917, which worked something like this. That you had from the camera, inside the camera there'd be a little box where you could split the light so it bounced out in two ways. And one went through a red filter and the other through a green filter, and then they both went onto black and white film because they didn't have colour film, but they're only recording the red and the greens. Notice no blues. Blues were excluded. A camera like this, and then playing back you'd have those films and projectors which will go through red filter and green filter here, and on the screen they add up, so hence it's called an additive system. There are kind of problems with this of just getting them registered and the colours a bit odd, but it ended up, this is a actual full-length film which must have been amazing in the day, and compared to black and white it's a heck of a lot better. So let's see what we can do in real life. So we take this, and first thing we're going to do is we want to get red and blue, so we're going to hit Ctrl J twice to duplicate it. Top one we're going to call red and the next one we'll call green, because that's about what it is. The actual colours, red, green, not perfect, but they were near enough, so we're just going to take them like this for now. So then to get the red, we'll go to the red one, right click the green and say clear that, and then right click the blue and clear that. So we just got the red channel. Turn that off and go to the green one, same effect here, right click the green there, and sorry, the red there, and right click the blue and clear there, so we've got green. So now we've got red and green. And then if I just go to from normal here and do an add, and that adds them up together, and now this is the effect we got. So say compared to the picture there, you got the same sort of colouring, but of course it's a lot more modern, a lot more high res and so on. So what can we do with this? Well, one of the things we can do, let's take the red channel. If we go over here, right click there and take the mesh warp tool and make sure the snapping is off, and we can just pull this around here and distort it, just change that, like those projectors weren't quite registering. We can bend the middle here a bit so the film's not quite exactly the same there, move the corners a bit, only a tiny amount. We're not making a 3D film here. Next thing to do is perhaps add a bit of blur. Go in a bit closer and see what happens to blur. And if I go to, let's start with the green here and look at the effect we get, because if I go to the Gaussian blur on the green and I turn the radius up here, it starts to look pretty weird. So I'm going to drag that Gaussian blur there onto the red. Because there are two films here, that's a lot better, isn't it? That's, because here you're blurring like the skin and so on. So we're going to put a little bit of that there. You can also take that Ctrl J and put one above and blur everything and just get a, just sort of like a softer look to it. So Ctrl 0 to get back out again. What else? Maybe a bit of noise, and because it's two films, have lots of noise. So here I'm going to go to the add noise and turn this up so we get a bit of noise on this. And there we go. You can play with the blend mode as well, and go to the green and we'll add noise and turn that up a bit as well. If it's looking a bit like snow, blend mode, go to darken. That will stop the whiter bits getting through. And what else? Yeah, one of the things we can do here is actually resize the whole thing, because this is high resolution. If I go say document and resize document, see this is 5000 pixels wide, let's make it 1000. And that just knocks it out and sends it a bit more. So if we compare it more with this one now, this is a bit more like this. Maybe we can darken it a bit as well to get it more like that one. So What I've done here, by the way, I've gone to the Move tool and I clicked outside here, and that's another way to deselect layers. And if I go to Adjustments and Curves, so it goes to the top, just pull this down just to darken it a bit, so it's a bit more like that other one there. Maybe what we'll do with the curves as well is to take this, so it's not fully black, pull that up a bit, and the blacks will be grey rather than right on the other end there as well, so it's not that perfect. One more thing that you can do, bit of a cheat, is to actually introduce a bit of blue. If I go to the pipette tab here and bring this down into here, this is a white shirt. As you can see, there is a little bit of blue there from the curves, but I can make that a bit whiter if I want to by going to the adjustments and the channel mixer, and look, it's put it in there, which means I need to drag that up to the top again. There we go. And the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to go to the blue channel. The blue here has no effect, so I'm actually going to turn that down, but I can do this where there is red, put in some blue. If I put it all the way up to here and this all the way up to here, this goes white again, but the colours are all gone funny. So what I want to do is increase the red and green by a little bit, and then I'll just nudge it, make it those whites are just a little bit whiter. And there we go. Okay, let's take that. That's our finished picture. Compare that with that one there. And you can see here, and notice as well with this two colour system, different skin tones, they come out, they're okay, they're quite recognisable. Anyway, that's it, and thank you very much for watching.